and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Colts are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Dolphins team that will need to avoid those turnovers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, at Lucas Oil Stadium. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On play action, they'll throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And here are the defensive starters, and their coordinator is hoping that they have short-term memories from last week.
A very tough week indeed, Brandon. All they want to do now is be solid right out of the gate. No big plays given up early.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 48 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A wall of Dolphins, and there are lots of them there to make the stop. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Back to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing right, and that's complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
This offense muster a late second quarter drive to break our tie. Let's see. They'll have to be pretty efficient with their time here. Watch the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down following the run. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their big tight end in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 and a first. Key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. 3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a... Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes capped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Dolphins have tied things up. It's time for this big O-line and the playmakers to take control of this game as we get down toward the end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
Remember how much we enjoyed watching him last week?
It's the same thing this week. Look at those numbers.
I'd hate to be a defender right now because no matter what they're throwing at him in terms of coverages, he's finding ways to defeat it. And even when he's covered, he's not covered. Hey, what is he doing? What's that term they use? He's uncovering and making big catches. Really fun to watch. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying...
The task for the defense here is simple. Get a stop. They've got a 1-score, 7-point lead. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start. Offense. Still second down.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. 5 lines in the game. 4 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins defense. They have to recover a little bit. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Colts, The win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Miami, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.